is.
But so funny. Oh, yep. Awesome. If you're listening to the podcast and your loved one has been decapitated, I'm sorry.
That you aren't getting any head.
You're not getting
lost
any
a head.
Yeah.
Wait, so this first time you smoked weed, because you never actually told us.
No,
did you actually smoke it, or did you just stand nervously around your friends the whole time, like, oh, geez, this doesn't seem like a good idea?
That was in middle school, so no, I did not smoke weed in middle school, because I was smart enough then to be like, I knew that smoking weed at a young age would just completely, irreversibly fucking munt my brain cells, and so I was like, hey, maybe I should wait, because I was convinced at that point in time, because my dad was telling me, oh, weed will fucking kill you. Oh, if you take LSD, it'll burn holes in your brain. So I was kind of like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, my dad is never wrong, and he's God, and so I'll do whatever he says. And then I got older, and then I flunked a fucking math class. I, completely fucked up this shit, I was really sick. I had a stomach bug. I was thrown up in the bathroom. I was fucking really, really bad. And I was like, Dad, I need to go home. And so I ended up going to the nurse. You had a fever? Yeah, you should fucking leave. And so I did. And then and I had a math test that was imperative for me to take then, and so that they had a chance of passing the class. And then I was like, well, I'm too sick to do this, so I'm not going to. And then I left. And then my bitch fucking teacher, my stupid bitch fucking teacher who I hate, called my dad and was like, oh, yeah, by the way, your son is going to fail the class if he doesn't take this test. And my dude was fucking in bed shivering. My dad comes in. He's like, put on your bags, put on your shoes. We're going back to school and you're taking that fucking test. And I was like, oh, my God. Really? I was so pissed off.
That's crazy.
And
then made you do that.
Well,
what does this have to do with weed?
Well, what happened is, I was so pissed off because I took the stupid test. I probably flunked it. I was feeling awful about it. It was gonna have to change from this math class to the stupid kid class, right after that. So I was really fucking upset at that. I was just upset at myself in general. And then my best friend called me, a day or 2 days after. He's like, hey, bro, I got more weed, because he was trying to get me to smoke for ages, ages, since middle school. Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll actually try it. I'll actually go and we'll smoke. And then we went to an abandoned Boy Scout camp. It was derelict, broken glass everywhere, overgrown, completely abandoned.
Sounds haunted as.
We sat. Well, it was the middle of the day. We sat this basketball court. And it had this really small one-hitter pipe. It was just made of metal, and I smoked it. It tastes like burnt rubber. It sucked, and I was sort of freaking out because I got high. And I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done this. My one rule was that I would never do drugs. And what a pussy, right? What a stupid fucking idiot, dude. And so, I smoke, and I'm freaking out. And he's just like, bro, you're being retarded. Just fucking chill out. And then we walk back to my house. He goes inside, puts the shit away. We're neighbors. And then he's like, well, dude, I don't want to hang out at my house. Why don't we go to yours? And so I go to my house. My mom and dad are there. They're like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm okay. Can my friend come in, and hang out? And
you're just so paranoid.
So on edge. And they didn't suspect a fucking thing. And so I go upstairs. Oh, by the way, my dad listens to the podcast. Hi, Dad. It was really fucking baked that one time. It was awesome, though. So then we went upstairs. We played some games. The Xbox or something. And then, my mom went up, brought us Cheetos and shit, give us a ton of snack food. And we were pogging. We were pogging super hard. She probably did not know. I think she was just being a mom. Yeah. Being a little host. But, dude, we devoured the Cheetos. Just fucking absolutely munched on all of them. It was great. It was a great first time.
Yeah, first time I discovered food on weed was just life-changing. I remember just being so enamored with how Cheetos and lollies tasted. It was this is insane. This is the best pleasure I've ever felt.
When you first started smoking, the way that it affects your taste and your appetite and your state of mind is fucked. That same friend who made me smoke, who got me into it, he told me a story. He's like, dude, by the way, your munchies will probably be really weird. I was like, well, what do you mean? He said, well, I got really hungry and I felt like something kind of spicy, but also plain. So we got these saltine crackers and mustard, and he started putting mustard on the crackers, and he was eating it. And he was like, dude, this is the fucking best thing I've ever eaten in my life. And he had a whole fucking, the whole row of saltine crackers. and like half a bottle of this mustard.
What kind of mustard are we talking? Hot English, Dijon?
I think it was just some yellow,
Just yellow American mustard?
American mustard.
That's fucked up.
Right? And so, like, you know, he told me about it and how good it was. And he goes, you know what? I think I might try it again. And I was on a Skype call with him, and he's fucking making it. He fucking bites into it. He goes, oh, this is fucked up. This is fucking awful. It tastes like shit. And I was like, well, you know, how good can mustard be on saltine crackers? But apparently, the answer is really fucking good after you've had, like, you know, 4 or 5 grams of weed.
It's like a parallel to beer goggles.
Yeah.
But, you know, instead it's
mouth goggles.
mouth goggles.
It's a mask.
It's a weed taste buds or something like that. On fucking weed tongue. Your tongue gets all
beer
confused.
goggles, is that a term?
Beer goggles is like a term for when you have a few drinks and all of a sudden everyone looks a little more attractive and everyone's a little more funny and, you know, whatever. It's how people kind of get enamored with people they might otherwise not be attracted.
Okay, bye.